one very important thing we need to discuss, which has been left out, how we are going to screen the stock. I mean, what are the different kind of stocks we need to take care or choose or identify out of the list of stocks, right? See, basically, the basic tenets, सिद्धांतम क्या होता है कि we are trying to gauge and understand the buying behavior, right? Each candle that we see, it's a reflection of fear and greed, right? So how we are going to calculate and understand this fear and greed? Okay, and when we are trying to understand the fear and greed of the people, okay, then we should have a certain criteria to that, okay, because we cannot. Actually, I'm going to talk about the volume, because we are not going to take the stocks which don't have the volume and don't consider a certain parameter. Okay, don't follow the certain parameter. Like, because why I tell you, when we are trying to understand the buying behavior, if there is not a large number of buying behavior, being associated with a particular movement, how do we really identify that? Okay, if the volume is too low, then it's very, uh, you know, tough to understand, focused the buying behavior. All right, because what happened if it is a small cap? Okay, why I'm telling you this, because today we had discussed too many small cap. Now, what happened with the small cap stock? Somebody, as we have already discussed, that if somebody is coming even with 100 crore, 200 crore of capital, they can move the stocks in either direction. Right. So in that respect, what we have to do, we have to find out the stock which has a good amount of market cap. Okay. Mostly we prefer to go with the large cap in that respect, because you cannot come and manipulate the stock price with a very little bit of capital. Number one. Number two, the participation of the people. Right. Now, participation of the people is definitely the volume. So if it's a higher volume, okay, a minimum volume that we take is 3.5 million, minimum 25 to 35 lakhs ka, agar volume hota hai, then what happened, people don't get, I mean, it's not possible for a couple of guys or maybe a group of people to come and manipulate it. All right. So that's why I'm going to show you, I mean, how we identify it, how we screen the stocks, right? And third important aspect is the history. If the stocks don't have, if the stock doesn't have the history on with it, all right, that means if the stock is not old enough in the market, so we cannot understand its past behavior analysis. What we are going to do, if for example, if our IPO is gonna come, okay, IPO is gonna launch. Why we are against the IPO? IPO don't have any background. IPO don't have any history. Okay, so what you are gonna do, you are just gambling on a market news, which is being designed on their benefit, not for you, right? They are not creating this gimmick. They are not creating this kind of information dissemination to make your profit. You are just a retail trader having 10 lakhs to 10 crore of capital. All right. So they are not coming up for you. All right. So they are creating and designing the communication material in a way to create a hype in the market for their own benefit, so they can withdraw the money. So unless until you know the history of the stock, you shouldn't participate in that stock too. This is the basic principles. So this is the basic principles of investing. All right. Now let's see. I mean, how we are going to identify the stocks. See the market cap. Let's talk about the market cap of in billion, right? Okay. And next, what we are going to do? Market cap. We are not going to see the price. We are going to check the volume. Okay. See, average volume should be 3 million. Okay. So we are going to take the volume, not 56,000. Okay. See, still you have 660 stocks, 606 stocks. Now add beta. Beta is the volatility. All right. What beta determine? Key, what is the percentage of the movement in that particular stock in respect to the MSCI index, that is our Nifty. Okay, so that means if Nifty moves 1 rupee, what is the percentage of movement we are going to have in that particular stock? So we can take 1 and above, right? Because either it is having a correlation with the Nifty movement, okay, or we are going to have either it is having a correlation with the Nifty, or if Nifty moves 1 point, it should go move beyond 1 point, right? You get 104 stocks. If you think it's a very low number, you can reduce the volatility a little bit. Even you have in that respect, you have a 500 stocks with you. Even if we take like volatility to 0 to 2.5, okay, not considering the minus, okay, the negative volatility. All right. Now you see you have 501 stocks, which has a good amount of capital. All right. Which is having a good amount of volume into it, and whose beta is also good enough. Why we are considering again the repetition? We are considering to understand the buying behavior. This is what we are going to focus, right? Who determine the price? The buying and selling, the greed and fear, and the time. And greed and fear is a reflection of time. So at the end of the day, time is going to determine the price. So to understand and catch the time, you need to follow this parameter. So that's why we don't say and we don't recommend to go with a small cap. All right. Whatever the hype is in the market, forget about it. They create the hype for their own sake, not for you, not for us. Right. So you just get into this market, considering this fact, which reduce your risk, right? These are the stocks which is having a good market cap. See the example. What are the stocks we are getting into it? Reliance, Tata, HDFC, Hindustan Unilever, Infosys, Bajaj Finance, Kotak, Axis Bank, Sun Pharma, Wipro, NTPC, Coal India, Power Grid. So we are getting all the good companies. And now you put your study into it, whatever you were learning from last a few years. You put the learning into it, you see the wonder. All right. Let's not gamble.